Welcome back to NBAA TV. I'm your host, Allison Godlove. Joining us now in the studio is Richard Kane. He is the chairman and CEO of Verijet. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Allison. It's a pleasure to be here.
How has the show been for you so far?
Amazing.
Yeah?
Yep.
Really good week?
A lot of our customers came by, talked about how they love the experiences on our airplanes. It's been phenomenal.
Yeah, so
really enjoying it.
Let's talk about your airplane because you have the most efficient jet that has ever been made. Talk about that.
That's correct. I hold the world efficiency record in jets, the world closed course distance record in jets, burning 39 gallons an hour. That's more like an SUV than a jet. Our jet has a single engine adapted from military technology to fly low and slow and be hyper efficient. So it's not an airplane you want to cross an ocean or a continent with, but for the short hops, it's 1/5 to 1/9 the fuel burn of anything else. It's something new in the world.
Wonderful. It's incredible what you're able to do.
Yeah.
You also had a big announcement that was made today. What was that?
We did. I announced that Verijet will be buying all of our fuel, 3/4 million gallons a month, from the X Prize winning team Dimensional Energy. They essentially make jet fuel from carbon dioxide, water, and hydrogen. So no feedstocks, no impacts. It's actually carbon zero fuel. It's a pretty amazing leap forward in technology.
Sustainability is a very big topic, not just here this week, but in the business aviation industry in general. Why is it so important?
If we want to preserve our freedom to fly, if we don't want it outlawed, we need to decarbonize aviation. I'm on the board of the Lindbergh Foundation. We created the Forever Flight Alliance to decarbonize aviation. It's to protect the planet, but it's also to preserve the privilege to fly. And it's at threat, and it needs to be resolved.
Yeah. So you had a panel today with the Forever Flight Alliance talking about the zero carbon. It was a brain trust meeting that you had today. How did it go, and what did you discuss today?
It was phenomenal. As an operator, I talked about the willingness of our customers to basically pay more to have carbon zero fuel, and they are willing to do that. Now my jets are hyper efficient, so they don't pay as much as they might on other platforms, but there's willingness and acceptance to do that. And then it's the mechanics. How do you get the zero carbon fuel to the airplanes? What do you make it from? How do you distribute it? What are the incentives like? It gets very detailed very quickly. You need chemists and physicists and business people to come together and figure out how to do this. It's a difficult problem to solve, but it is solvable. So there's this group X Prize. X Prize puts out large prizes to solve global problems. For example, the $100 million carbon sequestration X Prize, which is in process right now. That's the kind of radical leap forwards of step changes that we need to decarbonize aviation, and they're coming.
And so what do we do after NBAA base this week? How does this continue to move forward?
So there are standards bodies. Right now I could take a 50% blend of SAF fuel and I could run my jet on it. It's available. I can go to San Francisco and tanker it up. But I can't do 100%. They don't know how that will impact the seals, the engine. That all needs to be studied. They need to specify the standard. It needs to be universal. It needs to work on the oldest jet engines and the brand new ones to have the kind of impact we want. All of that research is ongoing, and it's continuing, but we want to have some prizes and races. So for example, the first team to fly New York to Paris nonstop on zero carbon, or the fastest travel zero carbon, or on 100% sustainable aviation fuel, something that would get people excited and motivated, bring teams in that bring new ideas on how to solve that. That's what today's meeting was.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Richard, thank you so much for coming by and talking with us.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you so much.
Certainly appreciate you being here. Have a great rest of your day.